So, Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. The annual pants down at Anfield happened again. Jez, you was at the game. Anyone who ain't watched your fan cam, give them your 2-minute breakdown or 1-minute breakdown or even 1-word breakdown, whatever you want to give it, mate.
Well, it's been a nice weekend up here. Nice hotel, the Ibis in Dale Street. Very nice hotel, very clean, cheap. Fantastic tapas last night down at Albert Dock. Never been there before in my life. Buzzing place, lovely people. You know, if you're ever up here, the wife recommended this hotel when she came up 2 years ago for the Beatles experience, and yeah, fabulous, really, really good. As for the football, we hadn't bothered. It was really nice though to see a few old Arsenal friends I haven't seen for years. We were up in the upper tier at the Anfield Road ends. We were right above the away. You know where the away end you're right in the far right corner. That was good. That was nice. What more can I say from that? Not looking forward to the 6-hour journey home tomorrow. We're leaving at 5:30. Get back.
By the way, can I just cut you off there? Anyone who's watching this video, firstly, stick a like on it, right? And stick a like on it as one wish for Jez to get home, yeah, after traveling all that way 6 hours. Having a brilliant weekend, meeting some old friends, new friends, having a great experience, and then Arsenal ruined it. So this is the real hardcore fan base right here, yeah? Right, so make sure you stick a like on this video. Sorry, Jez, go on.
Yeah, no, the weather's been bloody awful, bloody cold up here. But Anfield's a great stadium in bad weather. You don't get wet. You don't get covered in rain. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. But the football, oh dear.
Odegaard. Odegaard. We'll come to him later. Kenny, anyone who ain't seen your fan cam, give me a little breakdown, man.
Well, the thing about it, right, is that some people have to ask themselves a question: then, do they support a big club? Because if they support a big club, they should never ever use, like catchphrases like "it's a free hit," and then because they've been embarrassed by the fact they used that garbage phrase, they're now trying to silence people. Great tactic. All I've got to say to you guys is, right, calm down. You've already got your slot on your preferred channels, where you are the positive, representative of our football club. So just calm down. It's like, trying to impress the beautiful girl that you've already been married to for 5 years. You're already with her. No need to try it. No need to keep on compensating and opening the door and all that. And start going on like you met her the first time, man. She'll soon get bored of you if you carry on like that. But on a serious level, hard work won the game for Liverpool today. We thought we could just like put men behind the ball. We thought that we, make ourselves difficult to beat. Liverpool just clocked us, stopped us from passing out the back. Everyone worked hard on their side, and they just forced us into mistakes. And the white flag went out. A lot of players, have to be ashamed of themselves, and they sold their manager down a river. Most importantly, there's the biggest elephant in the room now is Aubameyang. He's wasting their time. He's nicking their wage. It's time that that Arteta grows a pair. Cronkies, you spend money, you claim that you keep on spending money. We've got proof you're doing it. Buy a new striker this January and get some creative midfielder, because our Aguero return is just a bigger elephant as the fact as our abysmal midfield and defending, because the strikers fit they got a free hit from us. No siree, mate. You're getting it, all of you guys, especially the strikers.
As a dear friend of ours who's up in heaven with Chig once said, "It's time to go, Aubameyang."
Yeah,
he never said Aubameyang, but it's time to go.
100%.
Let's get into it. Jez, you was at the game, and you're right about Anfield. It's a cold stadium, but it's a stadium where you're not getting soaked. And I said to you earlier, I think it was on the fan cam, that Swansea is a cold stadium where you get hammered with rain, mate, because that's got a tiny overlap. Anfield's actually kind of a nice stadium, and their fans are amazing. I can't lie. They're not gloaters. They're not rub it in your face after the game. They're like, yo, we actually feel sorry for you type of fans. So let's start with the goalkeeper. Me personally, watching it on TV, I don't really give ratings. I'm going to give him a 10. I'm not. It's not my player ratings. I'm giving him a 10. Without him today, that's 8-0.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Oh, once again, here we go. Having to give my man of the match as a goalkeeper again. When you give the goalkeeper man of the match 3 times out of 4 games, that's worries me seriously. But Ramsdale, I don't know. I've got to say, man, what a signing, because I didn't want him, and I'm the first to say that. But in today, some of the stuff he did was, and he was. There's no time he was at fault for any of them goals. So, yeah, I'm not going to go 10, but I'm going to give him a 9, because in my book, there's one occasion when he made that outrageous save and he got up smiling.
Yeah.
And it was like, fair play to you, mate, fair play. And when he was at the Anfield Road end, he was turning around, applauding the fans, and what a bloke. Yeah, so yeah,
he's really took his opportunity, and you can see that he really appreciates playing for this football club, isn't it?
He absolutely loves it, and fair play, mate. So yeah, you're my man of the match, and that's my score.
Let's go to right back, Tomiyasu. Shades of Hector Bellerin today, Kenny.
Well, the thing about Tomiyasu, right, is that before the game, the biggest elephant in the room is him and Mane. And Mane, he was just scared every time Mane got the ball. He was even micro-coached before the game. Like, obviously, Jez, you were in the ground, but, on the TV, they showed him and Tavares getting pulled aside on the TV. And I think whatever Mikel Arteta said to him went in one ear and out the other, because he clearly wasn't listening to what was being told, because it was just more of the same. Him and Tavares, I don't, was just. He did a good cross, though. But apart from that, I'm giving him a 3, because I'm sorry, mate. If you've been micromanaged before the game, which we think you were, and we know factually you weren't micromanaged at half time, and you still come out with that crap, that's the best I can say is a 3. You got ruined, absolutely got ruined today, mate, by Mane.
Yeah, he did. The funny thing is, the first 10-15 minutes or so, him and Benjamin White, they were going straight through Mane. But then as soon as Liverpool took control of the game later in the first half, they got the runaround, man. It was embarrassing at times. And Tsimikas was making passing angles, and they just couldn't get near him. Let's go to the opposite side, Jez. Nuno Tavares. Yeah. Wow. Wowee.
Yeah, not great. Sorry. Not great, man. He started off well enough. I don't know. I'm so disappointed. I've been waiting, right, to be fair. Today, I don't know what happened there, but I'm sorry, matey. You are getting a 4 from me, because it was just embarrassing, to be honest. I mean, Salah, whether Salah saw his press conference the other day, I think Salah would just take the piss out of him, to be honest. It was like he just turned him inside out, and it was almost like he picked him up by the scruff of the neck and said, "Right, you little shit. Next time you talk about me, remember who I am," and threw him in the game.
Yeah, so, mate. I think it's generous giving him a 4, but it's your player ratings, not mine. Let's go to the centre backs, Kenny. Benjamin White
started off very well, very passionate. Was trying to do what I like, what I would like from defenders, giving the centre forward a bit of a stick. He picked on Mane, knew he could try and wind him up, and he actually did well. Second half, waste of time, absolute waste of time. He showed no leadership, got completely run around. You know, he was caught in the headlights like the other rabbits alongside him and in front of him. And you know, I can't give Benjamin White a day anything more than a 4. And that is dangerous, because the first half I was quite pleased with his contribution. But I think the litmus test today was what we need for Benjamin White is when he came out with the ball. The minute he got tackled the first time, it was that he bottled it. He lost his bottle. He lost his mojo, whatever you call it. You know, Austin Powers. He shat himself. Didn't do the things which could have helped us out in the midfield, because we in a game like that with Liverpool where they pressed us, we needed someone to grow a pair and get the ball out of the back. And he only did that once. Got tackled, went straight in our shell, and he basically put us on the back foot by not doing what he should be doing. So 4.
Let's go to his partner in crime, Gabriel.
Yeah, oh dear, Gabriel, you've been doing really well, man. And today, you cost us a couple of goals. Just didn't look on it to me today. Far too many mistakes. Was he frightened of the fact he's playing at Anfield? I have no idea. But sorry, mate, you're getting a 3.
Wow, you put him less than Savage. Do you know what? People are going to get onto you in the chat for that, yeah? Right? But I can kind of see why you've put him as a lesser score than Savage, because he got out-jumped by Sadio Mane.
He caused 2 goals, man. He caused 2 goals.
Yeah, he did. He did cost us a couple of goals. Nuno Tavares cost us a second goal, which ultimately probably killed the game. But having said that, the first goal is always crucial in a game like that. And for you to be ball watching and Sadio Mane is behind you winning a header, sorry, mate, that had shades of Rob Holding, Raheem Sterling all over it. Yeah, that's not good. It's not a good look. Let's move into midfield. Let's go Smith Rowe. Kenny.
Waste of time. He looked like one of those kids that he looked like a 13-year-old in a under 18 game where the game just passes you by and you just look like, how do I say it, like a feather on the pitch. No quality whatsoever. Got outran, lost, didn't follow his markers. And let's face it, it was a soul-searching experience for the young lad. But I'm not here to hold his hand. He's got his mother for that. So I'm going to give him the mark he deserves, which is 3.
Let's move to the opposite side. Somebody that I wanted dropped. He didn't get dropped, and he played the full 90 minutes. Didn't even know he was on the pitch half the time. Bukayo Saka, Jez.
Waste of time being there, man. Whether he's been, we keep talking about it, and it keeps repeating itself. Whether he was tired from his England appearance, I don't know. But the guy's burning out, and nobody listens. Clearly, Arteta must listen to what I say, and being the arrogant little shit he is, just totally disagrees and says, "No, Jez is wrong. I'm going to play." He was bloody awful. I mean, he shouldn't have been starting the game. Pepe should have started the game. That guy has got to rest, or I don't care whatever you say, Arteta, and please listen to this, because I'm sure you do. He's got to rest him. He's burned. He did nothing. And I'm sorry, Mr. Saka, you're getting a 2.
Yeah, I can't really disagree. I wanted Pepe to start, and I think like Arsenal fans have this like affiliation with Hale End, like graduates. It's like I've said this, and you guys know this all the time. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but how many Hale End graduates have actually come through and actually been world class and top class and actually smashed it? Ashley Cole. That's about it. Yeah, you can maybe say Iwobi because we got a big fee. Willock, we got a big fee. Jack Wilshere because he was a talented kid. Yeah, and he was injury prone. Other than that, we're kind of struggling, man. Like,
well, you know why that happens is because simple reasons that when we don't give them the sufficient first team experience like Chelsea do. It's like ultimately the goal for these young players who go out on loan is for them to get play with Chelsea. But in terms of Arsenal, what's happening is that we tend to play the wretched under 23 games, whilst Chelsea think, you know what, boom, you're big enough, old enough. Here you go. Anywhere, take your pick. The loan manager will send you out to any part.
Vitesse Arnhem.
or even somewhere in the league. I mean, you look at Conor Gallagher, he's about five loans already. Mason Mount went on loan. So what's happening is that they're getting first-team experience. So in essence, it's a win-win for Chelsea. Either they don't play and get in the first team, but you get a fee from them. If not, when they get in the first team, they're ready.
They're ready. No, you're right. You're absolutely spot on, Kenny. Let's go into midfield. Thomas Partey, Kenny.
A disgrace, an absolute waste of time, waste of space. Second goal, the one thing about being an experienced footballer is not just about performance, it's leadership. Leadership isn't shouting and pointing people in direction. Leadership is basically getting your mates out of spot of bother and spelling danger, not being 2 years off the pace so you can't, eradicate a problem. The second goal was a massive problem. You could see from where your vantage point that pass was short, but you stood there like a statue. You stood there like a statue and thinking, oh my God. Before the minute you thought, oh my God, Jota was rounding Ramsdale and putting a ball in the net. And every time you're behind the pace. Now, I'll give you a buy, and I said, right, you need athleticism around you, but come on, mate. You're getting pressed out the game by Liverpool players. I mean, Thiago Alcantara was doing sliding tackles on yourself and Lacazette and Antiox. You know what I mean? You're a big, experienced player. I know Anfield's a lot of pressure. Liverpool put you under great pressure, but sometimes, right, you've got to grow up here, mate. I'm sorry, mate. I can't give. This is the worst performance I've seen you produce in an Arsenal shirt. I'm sorry, I can't give you anything more than a 2. I'm not, and let's face it, man. This one of the reasons why I love this podcast that we do in the Play Range is that this is about telling the truth as as it is. If you want some like sugar coating or arse protection of your favourite players, there's a massive fan cam in North London where they got about 1 million subscribers and they had their 1 million Instagram followers party. Go over there, suck it up a bit, talk your usual rubbish, and go there if you want basically football knowledge. That it's a kid to play school. This is real stuff.
Well said, Kenny. Jez, Sammy Lakonga.
Very true.
Sammy Lakonga, Jez.
Yeah, not a good day today. All right, I'll read right. It just didn't go today. I don't know what was going on. It was like he just looked so out of sorts today. He looks
out of sorts with Partey, though, doesn't he? Like every time they play together, they don't really have that cohesion together.
No, there's something they just don't seem to hit the spot in my game. Yeah, I was disappointed with him. I was happy to see him in the lineup. I've been happy to see him play in recent games, but today, no, sorry, mate. I'm giving you a 3. You just weren't there today.
He was poor. He was very poor. Kenny, Lacazette got substituted for Martin Odegaard. The standard substitution.
What a surprise! Oh.
Yeah, what a surprise!
I was stunned when that happened. You know what I mean? But
mate, I think most of Jez, you was there. You said to me backstage, that's why I'm saying it. What did they say when Laka went off? What were the people around you saying?
They were just like, it was. We were like second row back, looking down on the Arsenal away, and you can see the people going, "Why?" Why?
This is the hardcore fans, by the way. Yeah, they're not fake fans.
It was the same Leicester away. We won that game, and the same thing. So what the hell were you doing? I think today was the same sort of thing. That is it. I think it's a compliment to Lacazette that Liverpool works out that, if you stop him playing, we haven't got, Arsenal basically haven't got an attack.
Well, he's the
You know what I
grit. He's the hard
He's the
man,
grit.
really. Like he's not an hard man, but he is an hard man. Do you know what I mean? He's not a Michelangelo in size, but he's a Michelangelo in heart. He'll fucking have it. He'll rough you up. He'll try and get stuck in.
The problem is he was part of the problem because once he got targeted and once the slide tackles with him,
it's game over.
And once the referee wasn't giving him the fouls he wanted, he was just as bad as everyone else. So I'm going to have to give him a 4.
Kenny's Mark Jez's man. Go on, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny's.
Oh, so Jez, for you, ladies. I'm sorry. I didn't realise. Sorry, Jez. Sorry, Jez.
I agree. I actually agree.
No, Jez. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't realise.
Kenny's flexing his North London muscle down here. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Jez. I'm really, really sorry about that. I didn't realise.
Oh, please. I totally agree with you.
No, I feel really bad now, man.
No.
It's all right. We'll just switch it. Jez, you can do a Bamiyang.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll do a Bamiyang.
Oh, good. Sorry, Jez.
No, Kenny, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Listen, we are called the Real Talk Podcast, even though this is player ratings. We're called the Real Talk because we could just do what we want. We say what we want.
I feel terrible, right? I've taken someone else's turn.
Nah, Kenny, chill, man. Like, you could just do a Bamiyang instead. Yeah, who I'm sure is going to get less than fucking 4, mate.
1.
Oh, God.
Bloody shocking. Awful. I swear to God, when you've got a player running around like a bloody headless chicken and the ball's in our own third and he stood there with his hands on his hips and he's like just looking around. Well, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite a nice place, Anfield. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can see the cop end. The cop end looks. Look at the cop.
Actually, hang on. I better do something because the ball's coming up here. I better.
Yeah, let me give a free kick away that leads to their first goal.
Yeah. He was bloody awful. Absolutely bloody awful. And funny enough, there's a guy about two, 3 seats down from me, and I don't know. I've never met him before in my life. Liverpool guy, and he said to me, "Do you think he's playing shit because he's worried about getting his new Lamborghini wrapped?" And I went, "Probably. He's probably worried about colour, So that sums it up, really, doesn't it? When you got home Liverpool fans commentating on Aubameyang about what colour he's going to have his new Lamborghini wrapped. Says it all. 1. Bloody awful.
That's only because he put his shirt on the right way round. Let's go to subs. First substitution, Kenny. The standard substitution. Lacazette for Gibraltar guard, who did absolutely fuck all. What did you make of his performance?
You know what? It said it all, right? It says it all. Where you got a match that is like beset by high tempo, high velocity passes, high velocity tackles, and basically high velocity movement. You're bringing the slowest player in our team. You can't make it up, can you? You can't make it up. And guess what? You know what? He didn't disappoint in it. He might. I'll tell you one thing.
Oh, he played his part, mate. He played his part.
Oh, he played his part. Hey, and guess what? He had the pass to the opposition itis. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean,
apart from the one pass he put Aubameyang down the wing, which was about 10 yards offside.
The funniest thing is, right, is Aubameyang had the ball, right, and there was a counter attack. And you needed someone with pace to run to stretch the opposition. And he saw it was Odegaard. He went, "Oh shit, I can't pass the wing, mate."
If it was Smith Rowe, it'd be cool.
Yeah. And it says it all, man. It says it all. I mean, I can't. I'm just going to give him a 2, mate. Because Dave, that's all he's going to get. But it was hilarious when I looked at the game. I looked at the velocity of every part of this game, and I thought, Oh, seriously? You try to slow the game down, and we're losing. We're losing. You normally do that when we're winning, try to slow the game down, don't you?
Do you know what the funniest thing is? Is we all knew that was coming. Like, we all knew that Laka was coming off. I even said it on my watch along, Kenny, right? I was like, yeah, we know that in the next couple of minutes that Laka's coming off and Odegaard's coming on. Literally within 40 seconds, the ball's up, Laka's off, Odegaard's on. It's like, if I know this, Klopp knows this.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I'm not a coach. I am not as clever as Klopp in terms of football knowledge and how to win a game and change a game, yeah? And do I'm not. I'm just a novice. I'm just not even a novice. I'm below a novice. I'm just a little dot. I just watch the game.
Sorry to cut
I do what I do.
But they're showing them the highlights of the match of the day. Guess what? It's heartbreaking because you know that thing you mentioned about Aubameyang making that tackle on Matic. Well, they just shown that tackle on Matic and what it's led to.
He didn't need to make it. There's 9 players behind the ball, mate. He's the furthest man forward. Why are you making the tackle? And then, well, it is what it is. Let's go on to the next sub. Ainsley Maitland-Niles probably should have started the game, Jez.
Yeah.
Didn't. Man of the match in our last game. If I'm Maitland-Niles, and I don't know if Maitland-Niles watches this, big up to you if you do, my guy. I love you to bits. Yeah, I think you're a sick footballer. You're better at right back. I don't care if you want to play centre mid. You're not good in centre mid, bruv. Although you were against Watford. But you were a right back. And you bounced under fucking Unai Emery at right back, mate. Yeah? He slapped it. Valencia settings, mate. That guy was so good at right wing back, right back, whatever. Right? Today, he should have started. There's no good reason to drop him for Sambi Lokonga when he got man of the match in the last game. He then brings him on, and he was a fish out of water, which at that point, you're chasing shadows at Anfield when you're 2-0 down, man. Like, it's always going to be difficult. What did you make of him, Jez?
Yeah, I feel sorry for that guy. I really do. What have you got to do? What have you got to do with Arteta to actually, you prove yourself, you prove your ability, yet the guy just goes with his boring tactics. Felt sorry for him. I'm going to give him a 5. Purely and simply came on. The game's done. We've been raped again at bloody Liverpool, and what's the point? You can see when he came on.
It was like, what the fuck am I being thrown into? Fed to the piranhas, mate.
It seems like, well, what's the fucking point of this then? We're done. We've got nothing going forward. What do you want me to do? What do you expect me to do? So I'm going to give him a 5. The fact that he came on and he did try on a few occasions to put a bit of impetus into the team. Didn't work. And if you are watching this, which I'm sure they all do, I'm sure they all watch this.
Come on, listen. If people think that these footballers ain't watching this, yeah, maybe a lot of the Arsenal team don't watch this particular channel. They might watch another channel. But if they watch another channel, this channel will get recommended. So the odd player will click on it. Because if you're on YouTube, how the algorithm works is if I'll give an example, right? James English podcast, big up to James English. I watch a James English podcast, I'm subscribed, right? But if I'm not subscribed and I watch one, as soon as you go off of YouTube, you close the app, you go back onto YouTube a day later, 6 hours later, James English podcast pops up. So and then off of the back of that, you watch a podcast again, suggested will be somebody else's podcast. So if they're watching another channel, or if they're watching Sky Sports or BT Sport for the highlights of the game, this channel will pop up. I am adamant. I know Aubameyang's watched it anyway because man did Bluetooth and all that, yeah, with the Usman Dembele birthday post last June. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, nobody says Bluetooth, bruv. Right? So I already know. I already know that a lot of footballers do watch this. I've got a Sunderland footballer. Big up to him, man. He follows me on Insta. He likes all my posts. Young lad, he's 18. He's making his way in the game. He DMs me all the time. Yeah, I didn't even know he followed me until the other week. Yeah, and he's an Arsenal fan, but he plays for Sunderland. And he's a good kid, man. And it's like, these footballers do watch this stuff, man. The club watch this stuff
100%. The club know who you are. They know who you are.
all
They
day
know,
long,
they know,
bro.
they
The
know
club want to
every-
fucking
they
knife
know-
me to death.
Trust me. They're watching. Yeah, they're watching you for content and watching you for breach of club rules.
Oh, 100%. They're
'Cause
watching me for defamation of
I
character.
know
They're
factually.
watching me for fucking defamation of fucking everything,
Yeah,
mate.
I know factually that a Charlton fan who was a season ticket holder was actually told to come and see the club during the season ticket
Yeah,
renewals.
you
It was
told me.
about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was told he was took into a room and said, right, you can have this, but I'm warning you, mind your manners, what you say to the club. This is a final warning. Sort yourself out.
He was a
Name the
vlogger,
guy.
isn't it?
Yeah, but he was warned about his future conduct.
Bro, they all watch it. Arsenal, all these not even all the big clubs. Every club has a social media team that scours social media every day, which is why when they put a post out, like, oh, look at Tommy in training and they're piggybacking. Oh, making friends already, Tommy. It's because they know that everyone's gassed about Tommy Asu signing for Arsenal. So now they're going to drop a Tommy picture. Why do you think? Like, I'm not on Twitter, but I can still load Twitter, but it won't load the feed because I'm suspended. But I can go and search people on Twitter, right? So I thought, let me go and check this. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a journalist. Yeah, we all know who I'm talking about. He's a journalist. Yeah, right. A big one with not a lot of hair, right? And yeah, Balogun. Yeah, we all know who that is, right? Well, anyway, right. He sat there the other day and he put a tweet out saying something along the lines of, oh, yeah. And he was replying to someone saying, yeah, but if Arsenal let Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette go in January, that leaves only Aubameyang, Balogun, and a striker that we're not sure is a striker in Martinelli. Bruv, you and all your fucking mates were saying the reason Martinelli is not getting game time is we're converting him to being a striker. Yeah. So now a year later, he's now, oh, we don't even know if he's a striker. Martinelli is a striker. He can play left wing because he's fucking mad talented. Yeah. And he's mad technically good. Right. And you and all your mates colluded together to finesse everyone as to why he weren't playing games because he was being converted to a striker. Now you're saying, oh, we can't let Eddie go. We can't let Laka go because we'll be left with Aubameyang, Balogun, and a striker that's not a striker. Well, why were you peddling that then? But people don't clock onto this, lads. Right? And this is why I get the ump with it. But anyway, fuck all that. We're going for another 20 minutes otherwise, so I'll get the ump. Whose go was it? El Neni.
Kenny's go.
Well, you know what? Mohamed El Neni, what can I say? All I can say is that, you know, if you want something to build your wall, Mohamed El Neni could do it. If you want someone to sort of like take, you know, do your shopping, and Mohamed El Neni could do it. If you want something to sort of, you know, drive you to Heathrow Airport for you, you know, Mohamed El Neni could do it. But in terms of like what he was doing today, there was no, whatever instructions he got, it was just basically, you know what, see it out and just keep the score down, and he did it. You know, but in terms of like, you know, how he affected the game, give him a 3, didn't do anything, spectator. Probably didn't touch the ball. He is what he is. He is what he is. He's got his appearance money, but the game was dead. You know what I mean? He couldn't affect the game.
We're going to do a 3-2-1 and we're going to all do Arteta. Right. Yeah, I don't normally do players, so I gave Ramsdale a 10. Obviously, Jez, you gave him man of the match. Kenny, let me ask you who your man of the match was. Do you agree with Jez? Was it Ramsdale?
I do. And in terms of the mark as well, the mark is clearly, you know, for the first save alone. And even when you know, he kind of probably made a mess of the Thiago Silva and volley in the left foot, he still had the sense of purpose to support right.
Swipe it. Yeah.
We swipe it and react. Like so, you know, he's not just an agile goalkeeper and good with his feet. He's a brainy footballer. You know what I mean? He's unorthodox when he needs to be unorthodox.
The one where he went 50-50 with Jota and they were both down from the time. That was fucking brave goalkeeping.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He thinks. But you know what? You know the reason why we're getting these kind of performances from him? It's because, you know, he's had his experience. He's played over 100 games in the Premiership, albeit at lower.
He's happy to be here, man. He's happy to be here. He's a gooner. right?
Yeah.
And he's gone, you see Leno, yeah? You think you're Neuer? Fuck you. I support this club, so I'm going to give everything. And do you know what? The kid has not put a foot wrong. Honestly, he hasn't.
Not at all. Not at
He
all.
has
But
not
the thing,
put a foot wrong. He has been our best player all season.
yeah, but the thing is,
Nobody
you don't
even
want him
comes
to be.
close
You don't want
him,
him.
man.
You don't want him to be like De Gea to the extent that he's our best player this season. And what happens is that the pressure we become under, his form dips because you need. Sometimes you are going to make mistakes because the team you're constantly under pressure. You constantly have to set your team.
Was it Leicester or Villa? No, it was Watford, where him and Benjamin fucking run together. If that's Salah, that's a goal. But Josh King puts it in the side netting instead of squaring it because he thought he could put it in. Salah ain't squaring that; he just put it in the net. Yeah, Mane had put it in the net. Probably Werner had put it in the net. Lukaku puts it in. Top players put that in the net. That, and this is what I've said on the podcast and on here, on regular shows. We need to see how he reacts when he has a big mistake in him, because he will make a mistake at some point. Listen, he's been flawless so far, but at some point he's going to drop a clanger.
Every goalkeeper, every goalie.
What do you do from that?
Well, every goalie, judge. If you want to judge him, what you've seen already, what you're going to see is that he's going to say, brush it off and said, right, next. Because that's the character. He's got an experienced footballer is going to recover from their mistakes. He's experienced now.
Yeah, look at Lingard. He passed my man in for some shit team that no one's ever heard of. The next game he scored the winner. Listen, 3-2-1. We'll do the manager, yeah? 3, 2, 1, 0. I didn't hear you, Jez.
Nothing.
You know what? You know what? I'm going to give him 1 because simple reason.
Kenny's being generous out here.
The reason why I'm going to give him 1 is because
he tried to smack Klopp.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's because the reason why I'm giving him 1 because from what I saw at the half time, he went in one ear and out the other. You know, there's only so much the lad could do if he's micromanaging his fullbacks. You know, where he's probably micromanaged them in the changing rooms, and he's had to go and tell them again as we're coming out.
Kenny, Jez said this to me, right? And I was going to put that as your title on your fan cam. I didn't, Jez, it run out of characters, right? But he said, why is this manager like somebody that's on an airfield at John Lennon Airport signaling the planes in? Why is he always micromanaged? And I'll tell you why. Because he done fucked up. He knows his fucking tactics were shit. And he knows, because he doesn't necessarily take all of the training sessions, and he's got manager here, coach there. But when it comes to match day, shit, I fucked up, which is why he micromanages constantly through the game. Pep, Graham Potter, you said it, Jez. Graham Potter sat there like that against us. And Graham Potter played us off the fucking park. Let's have that right, yeah? He played us off the park. Graham Potter sat there like that. He got up twice. Arteta's like wing commander fucking Wilson over it. And this is why I just look at it and I think, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, and I do, right? But at the same time, this motherfucker has made a career out of water breaks. Because without water breaks, he ain't winning that FA Cup. Without VAR against United with the 2 offside goals that were disallowed, he ain't winning the FA Cup. This guy's been a very lucky guy, right? And today, Klopp broke Arteta.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what's the reason why he brought Arteta? Because you know what's happening. 2 things that were against us. Liverpool lost last week and weren't good. Refused to lose against us. And when you refuse, and the best way to get yourself in that mindset of refusing and lose is working hard. Working hard. Don't give a team an inch. Press them, stop them from playing, and then on a turnover, get bodies forward. And that's how you win the game. You don't, you don't think, oh, I've got better players than Arsenal, we're going to win. They aren't the right to win that Liverpool today.
Yeah,
and they worked their nuts off.
You earn the right to fuck. You have to dominate, and you earn the right to fucking play football. Every top footballer says it. Souness, Keane, fucking Henry, Vieira. You have to earn. You guys say it all the time. You have to earn the right to play.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Arsenal
they did. Not
yeah,
to,
Liverpool did.
Arsenal panicked, and I think they shat their pants. And I mean, what's happened is that they kind of thought, oh shit, it's bloody Man City away again, it's Brentford away again. You know what I mean? It's Chelsea again, and that's the thing. You know, confidence. As much as you say results, you know, of breed confidence. When you play teams that on paper are 10 times better than you, and then the first goal gets in, you go in arse protection. You basically got your backs against the wall and think, Jesus Christ, man! I hope the firing squad runs out of bullets. And that's how we play.
And that's where top coaches like Thomas Tuchel, Klopp, Pep, Graham Potter, David Moyes, you could throw in that category, and multiple other managers always go, it don't matter, chill, relax. We're going to go out there and we're going to stick to our game plan and we're going to do what we're doing. Don't panic. Don't do this. Don't do that. Mikel Arteta ain't got that because he was a bang average midfielder, right? Whereas David Moyes managed 1,000 games. Pep, Klopp, Tuchel, they've done it. David Moyes, even though he's flopped at Man United, he went to Sociedad, etc., etc. You don't manage 1,000 games if you're a shit manager, including Steve Bruce. And I would always bring Steve Bruce up, right? Because people who judge Steve Bruce on his Newcastle history, yeah. Steve Bruce did bits at Hull City, right? Steve Bruce did bits at fucking Sunderland as well. Let's not forget this, yeah.
Wigan as well.
Wigan as well. Steve Bruce has been a top manager within his parameter. But on that bombshell, we're going to wrap this out because we've done nearly 45 minutes. Podcast back again tomorrow. We can do 11 a.m. UK time. Jez probably won't even fucking be home. Or we can do 12 p.m. UK time. I'm cool with whatever. Jez probably still won't even be home.
We're leaving at 5:30.
So you'll be home about midday.
No, we'll be back because we were leaving very early. There'll be no traffic.
Yeah.
So we reckon. I'm not driving myself. Steve's driving. So it'll be, I reckon we'll be back by probably 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, we'll do it midday then, innit?
We'll say midday UK time because obviously stop-offs, piss breaks, food breaks, fuel breaks. We'll say midday, but obviously we're in the group chat anyway, so we can keep updated. But listen, Jez, always a pleasure, man. I appreciate you giving up well over an hour of your time tonight with the fan cam and that. And I feel for you, man. I've done that journey enough times.
Look, can I just say something to Jez, right? I feel for you, but I don't, because you're in one of the best cities in this country for a good raver.
Liverpool
because I'm telling you right now, get yourself out. There's places open and have a party. You deserve it.
Going down the bar in a minute.
There you go. Look, go on, Jez. You go, mate. Kenny, always a pleasure, man. Come on, my guy. And make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Twitter and Insta. Tomorrow podcast, midday as it stands, but we'll keep you updated. We're out of here. Laters. Arteta the fuck out, by the way.